Okay, I just broke out the Saxon math, and it seems pretty easy, really cool. List of materials that you might need, which is pretty basic. Crayons, demonstration clock, which what I got actually comes with it. I'm sure you can buy it that way too from Rainbow Resources, but I bought the whole curriculum pack for 2nd grade, and it did come with it. So all of this is what you'll need in each lesson. So when you're planning, that's perfect to know what you need to buy in advance. This page here, today's date is blank. So you can rip this out and make copies of these and cut them. That's pretty cool. So I was looking at the first lesson, which this is set up pretty much like the phonics. You have what you need. This is the night before, in the morning. So I really like this here. This is something I'm definitely going to pay major attention to throughout the week. Each lesson starts with a meeting, and this is just the first lesson, and it tells you to bring out the math meeting book. So that is this, which is a small little folder, probably 40 to 50 pages. So it has here, you basically put down your temperature, and then up here, it's got a calendar, and it kind of walks you through it in the lesson. So there's more vegetables we like, favorite flavor ice cream, all kinds of stuff in this. Counting strips. Here's a hundreds chart, a graph over here with numbers that are ascending. So really cool little notebook. So this first lesson's a little bit more just kind of talking about what you're going to do. What's the weather today? Let's write this on the calendar. What do you wear when it's warm? It goes on to the lesson where you're doing a basic review from 1 to 100, and you count forwards and backwards on some of those, knowing your left and right. So at first, from what I'm gathering, this is kind of a recap of 1st grade. And the good thing about this being spiral, not the spiral notebook, but a spiral lesson plan, is that you learn something and you always end up coming back to it. So that's why I chose the Saxon math, because I love the relearning of stuff, or at least touching back on it so they don't forget. There are the mastery programs as well, but my son really needs to go for something that is reiterated over and over again. And so this is the same, like here's a written practice that your child can do. Same with phonics, where this is the answer sheet. So again, this is a huge notebook. As you see, hundreds and hundreds, 683 pages just right there. That's nearly to the end. So there's a ton of information in the notebooks. And then also it came with these, which they're separated. You can tear them, and they're front and back. There's times and division. And then some of them are even just the simpler, like here's the very, very basic. They're color coded. Like these, my son already knows all of these, or most of them at least. But I love the option of doing that. You can't see this very well, but these are squares, shapes, triangles, circles. So these are color-coded shapes that you can tear out as well. So those are handy to have. Then there's 2 notebooks, and they're set up just the same. And overall, and you do have, obviously questions that have, there's a question and then you write the answer. But, well, this one is different. Some of them, there's not necessarily explanation like this, but obviously it's self-explanatory. Oh yeah, front and back. And there's 2 notebooks like this that correspond. You know what you'd have to do with each lesson. So yeah, I love it. I believe there's assessments in here too. Should be the same as before. See the meeting every day. Get out your calendar. What was the day 3 days ago? What will be the day 3 days from now? So I really, really, really love the concept of this and the way that they teach it. And that's what we received with our math curriculum for Saxon for grade 2.